Hello, my friends and family. Welcome to another edition of Up and In It. I'm your host, Adrian Babishoff. And if you're new here, this is where we help you gain more freedom and independence. This is where we explore alternatives to the daily grind, helping you move from surviving to thriving and living life raw. I got one more day of work, one last client, and we're off. It is approximately June 24th, 2019. This is mini retirement number 5 for me. I put some planning in motion. As a note, I want to actually pre-publish a couple for you guys because we're going basically to the dark side of the moon. There's no cell phone. There's no way to reach me. There's no internet. There's no nothing. So how is this possible? This is possible by strategically coming up with a plan and then executing. This all mostly has to do with financials. People say money's not everything, but money definitely is the cushion of life. I will tell you that. I am so excited to have put these plans into motion for the 5th year in a row. Might even be 6. I don't know. I'm not even keeping track. But to put this plan in motion and have it work, what does that feel like? It feels terrific, guys. But let's get back to how did I do that? Well, I know what's coming in and I know what's going out. The difference between me and most people, I think, is I am an entrepreneur. I'm a business owner, so I have more leverage as to how much I can make come in. But all of us have the power to figure out what's going out and have control of that. By implementing and living this alternative lifestyle design, this is how I'm able to do these things. And it's pretty much, I would say, 80 to 90% financial organization. I came up with a budget. I know what I need every month. And this year, I've actually made enough money for the entire year. If I absolutely wanted to do nothing, I can live off that money, which I might do. I'm not sure. I doubt it. But that's the stuff I'll figure out when I'm out drinking a couple of beers and fishing off the shores of wherever of Northern California, enjoying starry nights with my 2 daughters and my dog. The feeling of freedom to know that you can just up and go, to know, even if you didn't utilize it, to know that you could just up and go and you can stay as long as you want. This year, I'm limiting my stay to the end of July to get my Invisalign. I've got some dental work that I got to do this year. And I also want to work more on these shows for you guys. Yes, I think that I would want everybody to experience this type of freedom. If I wanted to, I didn't have even Invisalign, I'd be able to stay out longer. Last year, I think we did about 6 to 7 weeks. We basically go on vacation, mini retirement, until we actually feel like coming home. What are the benefits of doing something like this? To me, you guys, the feeling I got last year was that, I'm not sure about you, but when I take off on a vacation, and I've done them before it was like a week, it takes that week to actually shed everything off, to not worry whether you have to answer to your boss or show up on work on time, or am I making quotas, is anything. It takes 5 to 7 days, in my opinion, to actually just kind of break out of that mold and start to relax. And then you start to experience everything a lot easier. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, you've obviously never done it. Because if you have, you would know what I'm talking about here. Last year I actually wanted to come back to work. I had so many ideas and everything. And of course, the first couple days, first couple weeks, I wasn't just sitting there thinking about work and everything. I would go fishing, going for walks, hikes with my kids, just basically enjoying. But it starts to get monotonous. You start to get all relaxed and everything after a while. And then the thoughts start to flow. And I think this is a big thing that I want to share with you guys, because that's when you'll know who and what it is that you are and what it is that you want to be and how you're going to go about achieving your dreams and your goals. Because when you have that time to get away from everything, you're out of the hurricane, you could actually see the macro, you can see the big picture. When you're stuck and jammed inside the flux and the bottleneck of everything, it's very hard. When you're squeezed and compressed, it just sucks. But the benefits of taking off and doing this time for me is that I've also experienced is that when I come back, my batteries are recharged and I'm actually functioning 5 times better than I am right now, if you can't tell. I get energized, man, and I'm up all night and I want to get all these plans and things in motion and get them executed and get them on from idea, from pencil and paper into real life. And I'd also like to say, you guys, that when you come up with some plans, I don't know if a lot of you have experienced this, but it's definitely a crazy feeling to come up with a plan, put it in motion, you don't know if it's going to work, and then it does. And then you're just like, holy shit, I had this idea, I had this thought, I had a dream. And it works. You start getting enough of these on your belt, it really starts to empower you. Then you start to wonder, what the hell else can I do? I've got these little ones that happen. Now I've got some medium ones that have happened. Now I've got some very large ones that have happened. You guys are going to think I'm crazy. I'm taking off on this extended stay, this mini retirement, and all the while knowing that I am in complete jeopardy. As far as, if those of you who follow me, you know that I have a special needs daughter. Her conditions are getting worse with the caretaker, her mother. That's how I'm able to afford to make the money that I do, is that I have someone to watch my kid. That's actually a possibility might get stripped away from me. Because of the design that I've designed in my lifestyle, I have enough money to sit back and reload. So because of planning financially, I'm not jeopardized right now, but I know that it could come. Number two, what I want to say is that by getting out of here and taking a break from everything and not looking down inside the shit soup, I actually believe that I'll come up with something. That's what I need. I need some rejuvenation. I need a time to think my way out of this and put some planning in place. This one's very difficult. I need to find a way that I can make money where I have my daughter under my care full time, because this is definitely something that could happen. But I think that I will actually come up with the plan. I have a lot of ideas I haven't put into full motion. I want to be sitting on that beach and have that time to think about how I can design my life to fit this new hurdle, this very big hurdle. In fact, this is a ring. I always say that it feels like I'm jumping through hoops like a fucking dog. And I'm like, I don't mind doing the work. I'll jump through the hoops. Just stop lighting them on fire, all right? Hell, I'm losing all of it. But that's the basic benefits, I think, of getting away. And also for health, man, you really feel relaxed. And like last year when I started driving home, as soon as I got close to going to LA, going through the freeway in the city and everything, you could feel the tenseness of it. So I think it's very healthy for people to get away, stargaze, and look at the ocean or hike in the forest. It's scientifically proven. Stress is one of the major causes of most diseases, it is said. So my kids get to reconnect. My oldest even says that she gets to rekindle their relationship and they start snuggling and stuff, and it's wonderful for all of us. Doesn't this put you financially in jeopardy? Like, some people have asked me, what are you gonna do this for the rest of your life? You're just gonna go and travel? And I'm like, fuck yeah, if I could, I would, man. I would love to. My problem is I got a special needs kid, so living on the road, there's no income. So beyond the survival money, we're actually into flourishing money. And then we're on to, how can I coin this as bonus money? So we've got a couple $1,000s every year that gets thrown into an account for whatever, buy a home, emergency funds. So is it financial jeopardy? No, it's not, because it's pre-planned and everything's set in the bag. I think that there's nothing but gain in something like this. You perform a hell of a lot better. You can think clearer. If you can ever experience taking a mini retirement, I think that you should damn well take it. I mean, we only have so many years of our youthfulness before we get too old. I don't believe in waiting to retire. And also, my children are only young for so long, and these things that I'm exposing them to is shaping the rest of their lives. It's opening up neural pathways inside their brains, things that those little thoughts. Can you recall back when you were a kid with those magical moments with the ambiance? To me, it was magical hearing my parents with other adults talking while the fire was crackling and we were going to bed in our tent, and just knowing that everything was taken care of and you're in some wonderful magical place. You're just camping. To you and a kid, it is. To me, it still is a magical place going out camping. The reason why you guys want to watch this show is because I'm fucking off like I am right now. I may crash and burn, and maybe you guys can have a good laugh at that. So I'm going to cut this thing short, but what I'm going to try to do for you guys is I want to make some YouTube videos of the trip that we're going on. Anytime we get into Wi-Fi range, I want to upload some videos to YouTube so you guys can check out and actually see what it is that we're doing. I want to take you guys on the journey with us. My truck, which I've named the Hurt Locker, is all set up now with extra solar batteries and everything. And I want to show you guys all that. So look for Up and In It on YouTube, Instagram. There's a Facebook group. Ask to join. It's Up and In It. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.